Hello and welcome to another special video. I'm your Mr. Venom 1974 and this is Open Tag Time. And this title of this tag is Show Me Your Shit. Literally. Don't do anything that is awkward or strange or disgusting. Not a chance. We start with one of the worst, or maybe the worst MSX game ever, Green Barrett from Konami UK, and this is pure shit. This is really shit. I did a video about it and believe me, this game is absolutely garbage. Every version of Green Barrett or Russian Attack, even on the ZX Spectrum, is better looking, better sounds, better gameplay. This is garbage. Believe me, pure trash, and not good trash, bad trash. Speaking of good trash, this is Zero Wing. Zero Wing is not a bad game. It's a nice space shooter, a nice scroller, but Zero Wing is very famous for its great translation. If you have ever seen the intro, you know what's coming. I don't know, 20, 30 typos. It's so many. It's laughable. This is a really okay game. It's not the same level like the arcade, and I think the PC engine is much better. But it's okay. It's playable. But for translation, not a chance. And let's make it. And this brings it on the list of the worst games ever. Not a good idea. The next installment, Barbie for the NES. This is crazy. I consider this game was made under heavy substances. There was a lot of drug abuse, I think. This is a typical platformer, jump and run, standard. But it's so corny, so crazy. It's so made under, I don't know, maybe this would perfectly fit in the 60s. Made in Woodstock or something. This is really, really, really strange. And believe me, this game crippled my soul more than Silent Hill. Believe me, it's so bad. Speaking of so bad, music as a weapon! Revolution X. It's a typical railgun shooter. And most versions, I don't think, are able to use a gun, so this makes absolutely sense. Aerosmith is saving our planet. What's not a joke, what's real. My standard sentence is, the only good thing of Steven Tyler is his daughter. What's enough. It's really a bad game. The story is absolutely awkward. It should be a satire to modern industry and modern censorship, I don't know, but it's absolutely worse to play, and the Sega Saturn version is a little bit better. I think the PC version is the same. We have some edgy graphics more than the Super Nintendo version and the other versions. But believe me, that makes the game not even better for a bit. Speaking of great games, welcome to my personal hell of beat-em-ups. Rise of the Robots is absolutely garbage. The CDI version has a great intro with great music from Brian May. But it's also a really rubbish beat-em-up. Rise of the Robots is maybe one of the worst, maybe the worst beat-em-up of all time. Don't play this. Fucker. Don't play it. Not a chance. And speaking of beat-em-ups, guess what? Where's Shaq Fu? I say it again, Shaq Fu is so good like the Shaquille from the Free Throw Zone, like his rapping skills, his acting skills. this is maybe the same league as Rise of Robots. You can decide which game is more evil. And the Mega Drive version has some levels more than the Super Nintendo version. Don't know why. This is Shaq Fu. Pain. 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 Welcome to the video game crash. This is Pac-Man. Pac-Man on the Atari 2600 was not a bad game in its time. I played it a lot, but believe me, this game has nothing to do with a great arcade version of Pac-Man. All the other versions, the other clones, like Casey Munchkin on the video pack, were so better than this flickering mess. And I don't know why we did it. Maybe they don't have any time, want to release for Christmas, who knows. Maybe it has the same backstory like E.T. But this is... it hurts your eyes, believe me. It's that painful and it's not really entertaining. I played it, but do yourself a favor and get better versions. Speaking of called the worst game of them all, and E.T., very famous for its hole, very famous for a lot of bad things. You can play through it in 15 minutes, so it's not really bad. But believe me, the story behind E.T., the rushed release, were so many things that this game has to be bad. Is it for me the worst game of all time? No, it's, believe me, it's in the top 10, of course, because the gameplay is shit and the concept is shit, and this game, you know, maybe it's really buried in the desert, who knows. It's not a good game. It's not a good game. But coming to the N64, huh? Welcome to a great shooter. This is Daikatana. You know Quake. You know Doom, of course. The people who made this made Daikatana. And Daikatana is a piece of shit. The PC version is really bad. But the N64 version is so enormously bad. Skip it. It will kill your mind. Believe me, it's where so many things were skipped out of this version from the PC version to the N64 version, and it's still a bad shooter, believe me. But my personal hell, Superman 64. This game is a mess. This game is insane. This game is freaking awful. Everybody knows the start with Fly Through Rings. You know Clark Kent is the next Sonic. But if you managed this scene and the car scene and where some more scenes, you come to the action-adventure part, believe me, this game is still crap. This is for me the worst game of all time, and this is an N64 game. You can do so much more with the system. It's not an Atari system, it's not an old Sega or NES system. This is the N64, my god. And you create this garbage. So, you have seen my shit, now it's time to show me yours. If you have an Action 52, if you have a Cheetah Man, show it in the camera. I want to see your shit, not heard about. The shit you really own, you really have in your collection. Write in the comments, send me a video response. I'm your Mr. Venom 1974. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please rate, leave a comment, subscribe if you want, and believe me, there will be more videos and more open tech. Be surprised. See you.